health and peace and happiness for everyone. Ashreinu, how good and beautiful is our heritage. Parashat Lech-Lecha Tafshin Pei Bet. Why Eretz-Yisrael? If you ask a Jew this question, you might get the answer because it's the land of our forefathers. But it was not the land of Abraham and Sarah's forefathers. So why does Hashem direct them of all places on planet Earth to Eretz-Yisrael? This is a very basic and essential question that is very strongly connected to the whole idea of the mission of Am Yisrael. The Torah in Sefer Dvarim explains it a little bit more clearly, but through the stories in Sefer Bereshit, the events, the Torah is teaching us about this as well. The Torah teaches us about the relationships between Jews and non-Jews, the creation of the world, giving Am Yisrael a mission, which is to bring light and blessing to the whole world. Veheye bracha, be a blessing for the whole world. There are different kinds of people around us. There are relatives like Lot. There are people like Sodom who are evil, who are sinful people, and all kinds of in-betweens. And it's teaching us through the story about our relationships with people around us. And through the trials, the nisyonot of Abraham and Sarah in Eretz-Yisrael, the Torah is teaching us also about the essence of Eretz-Yisrael. Why Eretz-Yisrael? Eretz-Yisrael was not chosen because it is the easiest and most comfortable and pleasant place to live on earth. There are places that are easier, that are more comfortable. There are places where there is plenty, where it's easy to live because you have the Nile, like Mitzrayim, you have a river right there, you have stability, and you can create an empire of slaves. That's not what Eretz-Yisrael is about. There are places in the world where you can create a center of political and military power, like Rome. Centers of all kinds of other things in the world, in Spain in its glory, or create a Silicon Valley in California, a financial center of the world, in the USA in general. All these can be positive things if they're used properly, but that's not what Eretz-Yisrael is about. When Abraham and Sarah come to Eretz-Yisrael, and immediately they meet up with challenges, we're starting to learn about what Eretz-Yisrael is about. Eretz-Yisrael is about challenges. Hashem gives them great promises about Eretz-Yisrael. They come and the first thing we see is there's hunger, there's famine. They have to leave and go to Mitzrayim. You gave us great promises and we have to leave. Eretz-Yisrael is challenges. Even the fact that they don't have children for so long is part of the challenge of Jewish life. The geopolitical situation here, where it is situated in nature, it's dependent upon rains. Geopolitically, between different countries, different parts of the world, with different empires passing through it all the time. All these are teaching us about the essence of Eretz-Yisrael. Maybe we want to live in a place where there's plenty and it's beautiful, a kind of Switzerland. Switzerland would never create Am Yisrael. Dafka, the challenges in Eretz-Yisrael make us grow, make Abraham and Sarah grow in emunah, in faith, in morality, in spirituality, create balances between spirit and matter in their lives, and that is what creates Am Yisrael, the mission of Am Yisrael, and the light that Am Yisrael is supposed to bring to the world. It's fine if in Eretz Yisrael also there will be military power, technological power, other things, but they will be used for a greater cause, for spiritual and religious and moral purposes. This is what we learn from life in Eretz Yisrael, from Abraham and Sarah, through all the generations, and this is what we have to learn today in Eretz Yisrael as well. This is the story and the mission of Am Yisrael. And what is waiting for us in the continuation? What messages do we have in the next stories, in the continuation of Sefer Bereshit? Stay tuned. Let's listen to Sefer Bereshit as we go through it and learn the different messages, including the messages about life in Eretz Yisrael and the mission of Am Yisrael. Besorot tovot. Shabbat shalom.